Hello everybody and welcome to another video here. This is now the next video of the all-time team builds for MLB The Show 24, and this time it is the Kansas City Royals. Another team I'm really not too big on, unfortunately. They are an American League team as well. If you saw the last one I did, which was the Astros, which wound up being a pretty good game, but we pretty much tried to get the comeback and all that, but unfortunately the person walked it off. So, oh well. But this is the squad that I'm going with for the all-time Kansas City Royals, and of course a lot of names still not in the game. Carlos Beltran is not in the game, and the last time the Kansas City Royals won the World Series, I believe, was 2015 over the Mets. I think it was over the Mets. I'm pretty sure it was 2015, because 2014 they swept the Orioles, unfortunately, and I think they wound up losing to the Giants. Yeah, because 2016 was the Cubs, of course. But anyway, they have won, I think, other World Series as well. I think back in the 80s or one of them years, but it was a controversy call with the Cardinals when the player was really out at first base, and I think the Royals wound up to win the World Series or something. But they've had pitchers like Kevin Appier, Zach Greinke, Tim Belcher, Brett Saberhagen, a lot of names, on there, and their closers, like, they're not really like all that, but Greg Holland and Mike McDougal and a few others. Luke Hochshaver's another person that pitched for them. James Shields, Jeremy Guthrie, just to name a bunch of people I've seen pitch for Kansas City. And that's pretty much about it. So for the squad, at catcher we have Salvador Perez, which is the award series one, which is no question, because Salvador Perez has had a really good career with them. He could be a Hall of Famer one day. I mean, he's a very good catcher. Could very well be a Hall of Famer. I could put him at first base because first base is going to be Hunter Dozier, and I'm going to be using him instead of Raul Ibanez because if I put Ibanez in there, then we have four lefties, and I really don't want that. I don't want to line up with a lot of lefties because we faced a lefty in the last one. We only had two lefties. For second base, going with Whit Merrifield. Has a lot of secondary positions, too. I could, put him at one of the outfield spots as well, but the outfield's pretty stacked out there. And third base, we're going with George Brett. Again, no question. This is the only 99 we have of him. We don't have, like, any others, but there's nothing wrong, I think, with this one. For shortstop, we're going with Alberto Mondesi, along with the Tier 3 Captain Boost. Left field, we're going with Alex Gordon. Then center field, Johnny Damon, two of the action figure series players. And right field, we're going with Jorge Soler, the player of the month from August 2019. We don't have any others that played, we don't, like I said, we don't have Carlos Beltran still, which is a big disappointment. He'll probably make a return one day. And I had to look for other players, too, as well that played for them, but Lorenzo Cain's not in the game, Eric Hosmer is not, Billy Butler is not in the game. Yeah, just a bunch of names, to go over. For the bench, we also have Garrett Hampson, Andrew Benintendi, and Blake Mitchell to go along with Raul Ibanez. For the rotation, we have Zach Greinke, who will be starting. We have Cole Reagans, Seth Lugo, Brady Singer, along with the Tier 3 boost as well. And live series, Michael Wacha. But brace yourself for the bullpen. This is it. I know, unfortunately, there's a lot of people that should be in the bullpen, but there is not. This is all I could find. We have Lucas Erseg, whatever his name is for closer, because we don't have Greg Holland. Then we got Josh Stalmont. Then we've got live series, Hunter Harvey, and the rest are also live series. Chris Bubbick, or whatever it's pronounced, John Schreiber, Angel Zerpa, James MacArthur, and Carlos Hernandez. Hopefully this won't be a bullpen game. Hopefully we will have a better outing than the last one. Now for the lineup, we have Johnny Damon leading off in center field, Whit Merrifield at second base, George Brett at third base, Jorge Soler in right. Bobby Witt Jr. will be the designated hitter because we don't really have shortstop, that goes to Mondesi. I could, do that, and just make Witt, the shortstop, and make Alberto the DH, but I'm just going with that. Then Salvador Perez at catcher, Alex Gordon in left, Alberto at short, and Hunter Dozier at first base. All right, and in the uniforms as well. Excuse me. Here we go. If we're the home team, we're going to be going with the 2003 alternate home uniforms. I really like these ones. The alternate road ones, I don't really like those. And City Connect, don't like them either. I don't like the jerseys where it's just, where it goes on the top. It doesn't have sleeves. I don't like that. I know it kind of seems like a little stupid thing, but honestly, I don't like them. Not a fan of the ones from the 60s either. I mean, they're okay. So again, we're going to rock the 2003 home uniforms if we're home, and if we are the road team, we will just rock the 2021 road uniforms, okay? Now, we've been struggling once again, but let's see how we do. So hopefully we can just, do the best we can. Feels like to me we are the home team, but we shall see. We have Zach Greinke starting once again. And let's see the team we're facing. We're the away team again. We're facing Marcus Stroman. And he's got the Hoboken arm something. What is it, arm broken or something?
We're in the Bronx.
And we're at
Yankee Stadium.
Yankee Stadium. Oh, great. And we're playing like an evening game. This background's probably not going to be all that good. They're Arm Barn. Okay, that's the name of the team. All right, here we go. And this freaking glare, well, hopefully this won't be a problem. So once again, facing Marcus Stroman. Let's see how we can do in this. That's not a good start there.
He steps on the bag. One out in the top of the first. Whit Merrifield up to the plate.
Yeah, the Kansas City Royals, I've seen many players over the years that have played for them, and Mike Moustakas is another one that's not in the game because he was a pretty good third baseman. I got under that one. But, yeah, I mean, there's a bunch of names they're still missing. I mean, they really should have Carlos Beltran in the game. Jermaine Dye is another option, and Mike Sweeney as well. I forgot about Mike Sweeney. He's not in the game either. He was a very good first baseman. I think he started out as a catcher. Then he went to first base, and I think he was an all-star a time or two. And George Brett is going to hit a home run. All right. Good start. It was like that time when he hit that home run, and then the umpire and the manager, Billy Martin, suspected the bat had too much pine tar. At that infamous game, they wound up calling George Brett out of the game, but like a day or two later, they found out that it was not an illegal bat, and they ruled it a home run, and they gave the win to the Kansas City Royals over the Yankees. Yep. That was crazy. I mean, George Brett had every right to get upset from that game and stuff, and of course he's a Hall of Famer now. He's probably one of the best players to play the game of baseball. Hey, nice. And yes, we are using the bat PCI instead of the other one, even though we did well with the other one, but I decided to just go back to it. All right, so good start right now. Not trying not to get too confident. I mean, because of the fact that every time we do this, you know what happens. But who knows? It may be different.
2 on, 2 outs. Swing it off.
That's not gonna. Yes, it is gonna drop. Wow. Witt's gonna go to third. Stay at third. Stay at third.
Tries to get back and save.
Well, this person's probably throwing a fit now, but all right, Alex Gordon, see what he can do. Foul ball. And that's about it for people that I can name that played for the Kansas City Royals. I mean, like I said, they are not one of my favorite teams because they were kind of mean to the Orioles in the 2014 postseason and 2024. They swept the Orioles in 4 games, I think, in 2014, and they swept the Orioles in 2 games. something like that. We were a wild card team in 2024, but we did the best we could. All right, now we got 2 runs. It's a good start. Now let's see how we do with pitching and see how Zach Greinke does. Zach Greinke spent a good amount of seasons with Kansas City, and he returned to them in 2023, I think it was. He struggled a little bit. Could be a Hall of Famer one day, but I'm not sure. I have to look at his stats again. He did win a Cy Young with Kansas City, because that's the card we're using. Got a pretty nice delivery, but of course he's also pitched for the Astros, the Diamondbacks, the Dodgers. I've wanted him to pitch for the Orioles, but of course that has never happened. All right, fastball. All right, little ground ball. Mondesi's going to have to hurry, and he's got it. I thought it was Witt at shortstop. I'm like, wait a minute, no, it's not. Seiya Suzuki. And of course, we don't have Ichiro and Suzuki in the game, which would be great. Ichiro Suzuki and Seiya, I don't believe, are related.
That's off the mark, and 1-1.
Then again, they could be, but I'm not really too sure. Hopefully, we can do really good in this game. I really hope so. I made some good pitches in the last one, but we just didn't get credited a lot. And like I said, it's usually the case when it's home field advantage. But we'll see. Ah, come on. He went around on that. I think he did. Let's take a look at the replay. Sorry, I mean, I just want to see if he did. See if the umpire missed that one. Oh, yeah, he definitely went around on that. Yep. So, umpire missed that one, so that's strike 3. And of course, he doesn't give us the out, which really should. It's all right. I'm going to go back to the sinker and see if we can do something with that. Yep, strike 4. Okay, now Jorge Posada. Very surprised to be playing at Yankee Stadium. The old Yankee Stadium, that is, where the Yankees used to play. I mean, it was an all-right stadium. I mean, I'm not a Yankees fan at all. I mean, but it was, you know, pretty nice. I mean, it was all right. It hosted the 2008 All-Star Game. And, of course, they had a lot of legends, you know, that some that are unfortunately no longer here, like Yogi Berra, Ernie Banks, many other Hall of Famers, you know, but people like Cal Ripken Jr., he was there. George Brett, I believe, was at the game. Willie Covey, I think, was.
And that'll do it.
A lot of pitchers, too, and relief pitchers. I think Goose Gossage was. I mean, a lot of people were for that final game at Yankee Stadium, or the final All-Star game. The final game, I think, I forget. I think it was the Orioles played against them, but I can't really remember. So now I got Alberto Mondesi leading off. I don't really use this card that much. I really haven't. We do have the lead right now. It's 2-0, following the home run by George Brett and the bloop single by Salvador Perez to score Bobby Witt. There we go. That's gonna be in there. Gonna be a close play, and he's safe. Woo! Good play right there. I mean, I could have been out for sure if the throw was on line. Now there's Hunter Dozier. I mean, like I said, don't have Billy Butler or Eric Hosmer or Mike Sweeney. Three people that played first base a lot of times with the Royals. Good eye right there. That was a tough one.
One of the best strikeout pitchers in the game, and that certainly is a benefit to him when he's in a spot like this.
All right, full count now. I don't think I'm going to put the runner in motion because I think they usually do that when he's at first base. I was going to try and go to third now. I think that was a ball. Yeah, that was. If I had not swung at that, it would have been ball 4. Johnny Damon also spent many seasons with different teams. He also played for the Oakland Athletics for a little bit. He did, which I really didn't know. Then he played for the Boston Red Sox for about 4 or 5 seasons, something like that. Then played for the New York Yankees for a few seasons as well, too. Then I think also played for the Tampa Bay Rays, and I thought the Detroit Tigers. What am I swinging at? That was ball 2. God, we had a runner at second when we blew that. Good job. All right. But hopefully, oh my God, that wasn't a bad pitch. I was going to say, hopefully, we have a good inning, but now it's off to a bad start. Ken Griffey Jr., that's not the 99 Ken Griffey. Make the play. All right, there's one, but only got to get one. Got the lead runner out, which is good. Stan the Man Musial. Great St. Louis Cardinal. And he pretty much spent his entire career with them. He never played for another team. There's tons of people that did that. Mike Schmidt, he spent his entire career with Philadelphia. Cal Ripken spent his entire career with Baltimore. Roberto Clemente spent his entire career with Pittsburgh. I think Willie Stargell did, but I'm not too sure. I think he did. Get it, Gordon. All right. Gonna hold the runner. Wasn't a bad pitch, but shot it the other way for a hit. Dansby Swanson. Hey, that's like the name from Dumb and Dumber when they were trying to figure out what Mary's last name was, and it was Swanson all the time. And Jim Carrey's character was like Swanson because he thought it was Samsonite because of the name on the briefcase. Oh yeah, it's right here. Samsonite. That was way off. I know it started with an S though. Oh my God. All right, staying in. All right, got the perfect throw. I don't think he's going to go for third. Nope. Good job. Dumb and Dumber is definitely one of the greatest movies. I know a lot of people would probably disagree and say it's not like the greatest movie of the 90s. Well, for comedy, I would say yes. But there's probably others. I mean, Jim Carrey had them really good movies in the 90s, in 1994 especially. Like, he also had Ace Ventura, Pet Detective, and he had The Mask. 3 movies in 1994 that made Jim Carrey a really big success. And they were all big hits. The biggest one was probably Dumb and Dumber, then the second one probably The Mask, and then Ace Ventura. I have to be honest, I am not really a fan of the Ace Ventura movies. First one I did see, but I didn't see like the whole movie, and the second one I've seen a little bit of it too. I mostly just liked Dumb and Dumber, The Mask, and Liar Liar that Jim Carrey did. And of course he was in Batman Forever. He played the Riddler, which he did a very good job with. Even though it was originally going to be Robin Williams, everybody thought. But I still think Jim Carrey was a great choice. Even though Robin Williams probably would have done a great job too. And just missed that. But really, I mean, both of them, Jim Carrey did a great job, and I'm sure Robin Williams would have done a great job too, but everybody is probably like, well, Williams would have done a better job. Maybe. But originally the cast was supposed to be different. From what I looked, from images of Batman Forever, like, of course they wanted Michael Keaton to return and play Batman after he did Batman Returns in 1992. But Michael Keaton was kind of like moving on to other things and really wasn't sure about playing Batman again. So he was the original choice. Of course, I went to Val Kilmer. The choice for Two-Face, I believe it was pretty much Tommy Lee Jones. I don't think there were any other choices. I think there was, but I don't remember. I think Willem Dafoe was one of them or something, or he's an actor that was just pretty much in a bunch of movies. I'm not really a big fan of him. Who else? Of course, the Riddler, Jim Carrey was a consideration, and so was Robin Williams. I thought Eddie Murphy was, or I think that was another movie, another Batman movie. I think it was a later one. And I thought I read somewhere that Michael Jackson was also cast to maybe be the Riddler, and I'm kind of like saying to myself, really? I mean, I wasn't really too sure about that. I mean, I just looked at it and I was like, nah. I mean, it probably would have been pretty cool too, but yeah, I just pretty much think it was a good choice, to go with Jim Carrey. And Robin, who was in the movie for the first time in a while. The last time Robin was in a Batman movie was the 1966 Batman movie. Because I remember the 1989 Batman movie, and I kept looking at the movie, and I kept saying to myself, where's Robin? Because usually Batman always had Robin, but pretty much in this one, it was just Batman. And I thought that was a little bit of a disappointment, but when I watched the movie more and more, and I was like, wow, this movie is awesome. And I think it's probably the best Batman movie, the 1989 film. Even though a lot will disagree and say Batman Begins is really good, but the best one of them all, they will probably say, would be The Dark Knight. And for good reason, it's because of Heath Ledger with his portrayal as the Joker. But honestly, I prefer Jack Nicholson more. I mean, nothing against Heath Ledger. I mean, he was a really good actor. I mean, I just really like Jack Nicholson's performance more. But rest in peace, Heath Ledger. He did a very good job. But a lot of people, of course, like Christian Bale as Batman. But to me, Michael Keaton is definitely Batman. Michael Keaton has done a very good job. He even portrayed Batman in the new movie The Flash. And I think really, I didn't really see that movie, actually. I didn't see The Flash. I'm not really a fan of The Flash from the Justice League. But when I saw that Michael Keaton was in it and was going to reprise his role as Batman, I'm like, oh my God. And I think that blew a lot of people away. They were like, oh my God. Yeah, but it looked kind of cheesy a little bit too, unfortunately, because of the fact when he comes on there and there's a guy like saying, you are, and he's like, yeah, I'm Batman. Yeah, because that was pretty much his phrase, for saying, I'm Batman. Because that happened in the 1989 film. My God, I can't believe I missed that. I know I'm rambling on with this kind of stuff, but I'm just doing that, talking about, this kind of stuff. He somehow got to that outside pitch and pulled it hard into the outfield. But pretty much, yeah, in the 1989 film, come on, that was a, here we go again. We got off to a good start, and now, like I said, now they're trying to make the comeback. My God. Yeah, 1989, the Batman movie, when the movie starts, I mean, it's a spoiler, obviously, if anybody has not seen the 1989 Batman movie. But the part where he, like, stops these two guys that are, like, stealing and stuff, and he, like, winds up talking to one of them, and it looks like he's about to throw the guy, like, off the roof and stuff, and he's telling him, not to do it, but he's saying that he won't do it. But he tells him that he wants him to do him a favor, and he wants to tell him, wants the guy to tell all his friends about the person, and the guy's like, who are you? And he puts him close to his face and says, I'm Batman. And that was pretty cool, I thought. And that's kind of been like a trend, a little bit, like they've had, people like say, in the movies that they're Batman. Come on. Trying to get out of this inning without giving up any runs. Oh my God. Please don't tie it. Don't tie it. He's not going to tie it. Probably would have had him out at second. Where the hell was that pitch? That was not hittable. Of course, they are back within a run, and this is the same fucking thing that's been going on for a while. I know I've been talking and stuff, but not really going to make a difference.
2 on, 1 out. In the dirt. Wow, that's a great job on the dish there.
Trying to hold this lead. He's going to hit this for a mile. Okay, well, it's going to stay in, but I don't know if he's going to throw him out. Okay, got the perfect throw. Come on, please, get him, please. Ah. All right, made it close. All right, now hopefully we can get Pilar out and get out of this inning. It's just a tie game, hopefully. Don't want to surrender the lead.
That misses the zone.
Swing the bat, jerk. All right.
Hit to first. Dozier takes it himself, and that'll keep more runs.
All right, unfortunately tied the game up, which I expected to happen. I didn't think we were going to keep the lead. Come on, let's get something started.
We go to the top of the fifth. Here's Hunter Dozier to the dish. And a strike in there.
Well, you got to give him credit out there now on this outing. Started off
yeah, but like I said about those Batman movies, I know the conversation, kind of like took off, and talked about something different instead of the baseball game. There we go. There's a start. Hunter Dozier gets a nice hit.
So now back to the top of the order.
All right, Johnny Damon's got very good speed. They gotta get rid of this slide step thing. I really hope they do, but I seriously doubt they will, because they'll be like, oh, we. Of course, I ground into a double play. I mention it, and I fucking do that.
Merrifield in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike.
I don't know. That short left field wall. It's gone. I'll take that.
Felt good. It's 3-2. So 2 down. Here's a big power threat. George.
All right.
First pitch misses.
Nice one. Well, for sure they're going to call that a strike, but they didn't. Out off. I haven't really used this George Brett card that much. I mean, I don't like to have a lot of lefties in my lineup. Ooh, that may go. He's not going to catch it, but it is gone. Thank you. Second home run for George Brett, and now we've got a 2-run lead again. Now he's probably going to make a pitch and change. Yep, bring in Bruce Sutter. Okay. Only the 5th inning, but that's the way it will go.
He finds himself in a tough situation early. Just going to try to simplify it. Take a knock the other way if you can.
Nice hit. There we go. Man, we're getting a lot of hits in this game. We're getting close to 10 now, I think. I think we got 9 maybe, or maybe 10. Hits don't really matter. Just, it's just how you play the game.
He would have been the #1 overall pick in most drafts. As a high schooler, he won a
and I don't really use this Bobby Witt card that much either. I mean, I like Bobby Witt. I have nothing against him. But I've used Cal Ripken a lot of times at shortstop. All right. Yeah, we got 9 hits. All right, so now we've got the live series, Bobby Witt. I used the live series for a little bit, but then they had a Player of the Month one. Oh, my God, with that sinker. Why are they hitting it on the inside part of the plate and doing that? That is stupid.
No waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. Just kept it simple.
Steal, of course, and looks like he's out. Yep.
I'm sure the skipper not happy about that right
now. There you go. There's karma. You get a hit on the inside part of the plate, and you get thrown out trying to steal. That's the way it goes. If I do that, I try and steal, and I get thrown out. It's just part of the game. Oh, come on, Brett. All right, you're not going to get away with this. You are definitely not going to score. Of course, he doesn't swing at that. Very surprised. The fact that he's made good contact on those kind of pitches. Come on. Gotta swing the bat eventually. Oh, my God.
a base hit to right.
All right, not going to get the runner to second because he doesn't have much speed. Come on, throw it, throw it, throw it, throw it, throw it. Thank you. Threw it to the cutoff man and must have pissed him off because he thought that I was going to throw it to third or somewhere. Oh, I needed that. Come on, baby. Get this frickin' Ryan Howard out so we can get out of this inning, please. I don't want to use the bullpen at all. If I have to use them, I only want to use just one or two. Don't you drill this. Thank you, he was taken. Had to throw fastball to thank you, George Brett. Got out of the inning, no runs. All right. Come on, guys. Need some more runs.
Here's the power hitting catcher, Salvador Perez. Right through there for a strike. Perez measures 6 feet 4 inches, 25 years old, and he was born in
Man, that was a tough one right there. Slider tailed away. I mean, almost made contact, but I missed it. And Perez is going to go the opposite way. There we go. I mean, if this person does a rage quit, then we're pretty much going to count this, so that's past 5 innings. I think if you play 5 innings, it's an official game. Like if it goes to a rain delay or something like that. Ah, man. It's going to go foul, but that pitch was right there. I don't understand how Gordon didn't drill that. Side. Try to get me to chase it, but I've got a good eye. Sometimes. Is that fair? No, foul. For a second, it looked like it was fair almost. And Gordon's going to go into the gap. Could this be a triple, maybe? No, I'm going to stay right there. I think that's a good idea that I stayed there. I didn't want to risk it. All right. Adalberto Mondesi. Of course, going to slide step. That's a ball. I know a lot of people like to use this Adalberto Mondesi card, as I guess they like his bat and his speed and stuff, and he probably has, like, some power. All right, 2 strikes now. Would have been a ball if he had not swung. All right, but that will get the runner to third. That's fine. Yep, just 1 out. Now Hunter Dozier.
That's in for a strike at 95.
Not sure if he was expecting for the pitcher to come right at him, but he got it.
Ah, man, that should have been drilled. Missed it. Pulled the PCI down too much. That catcher was lucky to get that ball. That could have gone to the backstop. Too high.
This is a situation where the hitter is looking for something up in the zone that he can get his arms extended.
Okay, full count now. Worked it all the way back from 0-2 to 3-2, or something like that. And that's a fair ball. Okay. Is that going to be a double? I'm going to try it. Safe, barely. I'm sure the Yankees and Royals have had many rivalries and stuff. They probably played each other in the ALCS or ALDS many times. Damon got under it. Keeps doing that slide step. I mean, you really shouldn't do that a lot. I'm going to stay at second. Not going to go for third. Who's up now? Is it Merrifield? Yep. Got a home run in the game. See what he can do. Strike. I think Whit Merrifield is still playing, but I don't know who he's playing for. He's going to get that. Good hit, though. Good contact, but right at him. But we do get more runs, and the score is now 6-2. I feel pretty good with that, but I'm not trying to get too excited once again. Still got to have a good inning. Look at this. My God, he probably knew that I was going to throw that. It's not going to be a double. Yeah, because he probably figured I was going to throw that sinker. I probably got to change it up. That's all right. Ooh, that's foul, barely. I was really going to get mad if that was going to be fair. Wouldn't go after it. Come on.
Obviously, they've been able to pick up plenty of hits.
Oh, no. Okay, he's wanting to miss. Never mind. I thought I was going to get too much of the plate. Let's try that again, see if he does it. Okay, double play maybe. No, not quite. He's got too much speed. Got the lead runner out. That's good. All right, stay usual. All right. Nice. Good one. Fouled off. Woo, nice one. Really off balance right there. See if we can do it again. Nope.
This one in the dirt.
Get him back to first.
Nice job behind the plate there.
All right, let's try the curveball. And he got him to swing and a miss, and he's going to be out at second. Nah, didn't get the perfect throw. Never mind. That's okay. All right, I know they're having a good time hitting that sinker, so I think I'm going to lay that off for a little bit. Strike. That was a strike nonetheless. Caught the plate. Wouldn't go after it. Not going to go for third. Got the perfect throw. 2-1 to count now. Wouldn't go after it. All right, I'm going to try the sinker, but I'm going to try it over here. And he swings and misses. Okay. Try the curveball. There we go. Got out of it. All right.
And we're back. Down the third baseman, George.
Okay. Top of the 7th inning now.
Suitor back to work.
Ooh. All right, getting a little frustrated there. And a little ground ball. That's going to be nothing.
And he's out on the tag. And the batter now, Jorge Soler. Now
Brings in Emmanuel Clase to pitch. Okay. The live series.
There's a strike.
God.
Base is empty, one away here in the top half of inning number 7.
Jammed me right there. That's all right.
Biggio sends it to first. And 2 away to start the 7th. Next is the designated hitter, Bobby Witt Jr. In there at the knees.
Got under it. That's all right.
Suzuki makes the catch.
All right. Didn't get anything in that one, but that's all right. Don't want to do this, but we'll see what he does. It's a foul ball. Thank you. Whew. Okay, fouls it off. No, Greinke's getting a little bit tired, but we'll see. Or throw it. Took too much time. Brett was supposed to get it, but it went past his glove. Damn it. Whoop, never mind. Okay. I thought it was going to be like a little single, but nope. Oh, yeah. Pop up to the first baseman. Nice one. 2 outs now. That was a good pitch right there. That was a jam.
Man at first, and here's the catcher, Jorge Posada.
Okay, that's 3 outs.
In plenty of time to first.
All right, now the 8th inning now.
The right-hander back to work.
Looking pretty good so far, but not trying to get confident. Just hold on to the lead and do the best I can. Perez is gonna line out. Oh well.
So up next, Alex Gordon.
Good piece of that ball, and Perez got. I thought sure it was going to drop, but it held up a little bit too much. And that's not going to go. Got under it.
And he makes the catch. 2 down.
All right, Mondesi now. Probably going to warm up somebody in the bullpen pretty soon.
Just missed.
It was right there. It swung late. They threw the pitch down at the knees. Oh, that's gone. See you later. That's about 449. 452. Okay, not bad. 7-2 lead now. So far, so good. This would only be the third win of the all-time team builds. Like I said, it's been a struggle. Played some, pretty good teams, and some teams that didn't play, so great. Just don't play the game, fairly. But that's the way it is. It's still got to count 0-2. Tough one there. I mean, if I had not swung with him in a ball, that's all right. Fouled again. And I probably should have the logo, for the all-time teams. I know it still has the Orioles and stuff, but a lot of people, that do these games don't really do that. Just the uniforms they usually wear. All right, well, Greinke is out of energy, but I'm going to see how he does. Uh-oh. That's okay. It's only just one. It's only 7-3. It's all right. Not worried about it. Not worried about it one bit. Yeah, I'm going to try and get a hit, but he's probably going to get on base. Alright, probably going to have to warm him up somebody. Let's go with... Don't have a... well, I do have a lefty, but he's a live series, and I really don't want to use a live series person, like I said. Okay, double play possibly. Come on, hurry and turn it. Jeez, he almost didn't make that play. Oh, don't do that. All right, that's it. I'm gonna bring in Josh Stalmont. I don't think I really use this card that much, but we'll see how he does. There we go. Come on. Hurry, turn it. Again, really late with these. Oh, my God.
Down the shortstop, Dansby Swanson. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over
strike. Went around. Just one run would be good. Just don't give up any more runs. Okay, 2 strikes now.
One run across in the frame so far. Here in the bottom half of the 8th inning.
Barely made contact on that. Look out. Again. Let's try this one. Doesn't go after it.
This is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many.
There we go. Swung at too many of them, and he strikes out. All right. Did get a run. It's now 7-3, but that's all right.
We go to the 9th. Here's the center fielder, Johnny Damon. Wouldn't chase that time. Clase in his 4th year. He throws a cutter, a slider.
Why'd I swing at that? Shouldn't have done that. Would have been 2-0.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
And that stupid slide step thing. Probably would have went the opposite way. That was a 92-mile-per-hour slider. Right off the end of the bat. Got good speed, but not quite. All right, so warm him up just in case, but I might leave Stalmont in there to maybe get the save. And he hits George Brett. Probably because he's got 2 home runs. If that's not the right thing to do, I mean, if you don't want to pitch to him, just walk him. But even though there wasn't really anybody on base, yeah. All right. Soler's got 2 hits. He's got 2 singles. Ah, man. Right in the middle, and it was just early somehow. Fouled. Fouled off again. Could use a couple more runs. Would be nice to make it 9-3. Outside, barely.
That's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
Nope, I'm under it. Good try, though. I mean, it was right there, but just missed it. Okay. 3 outs for the victory, hopefully. We're up by 4. Nice one. He's got to be a little bit more patient sometimes. He's swinging at a lot of pitches.
With serious velocity, but it moves a ton and it stays down. And the righty deals. That one misses.
Outside.
Count 1 and 2. And Boog, against a guy like this, you grab your back.
Yeah, I think he went. No, he did not.
Your gamer up there because you know there's a good chance it's coming back broken.
The wind of the pitch. That misses the zone.
Full count now. Let's throw the fastball, and he missed it. There we go. 1 out. All right, baby. 2 outs to go. And he pops it up. And he had been drilling the sinker on the inside part of the plate a lot of times, but not this time. All right, 2 outs now. Once again, I'm going to leave Stalmont in there and try and get the save. And this should do it. Soler under it, and we did it. The all-time Kansas City Royals get a win. Wow. What a game. So Zach Greinke gets the win despite giving up 13 hits, but he still got it. George Brett is the player of the game with 2 home runs. All right. We don't really get it like any rewards or anything like that. We just get some players upgraded, and that's it. Okay, so that'll do it. Hope everybody enjoyed this video, the all-time Kansas City Royals team build. As always, like, comment, and subscribe, please. Not a bad thing, a good thing. And you all take care, and thanks again for watching.